Everybody, Jason Burmis here, and what you're about to watch is a behind-the-scenes into a broadcast with Niko house that is exclusively fully available over at the Rockfin behind me. Now, this one is just for premium subscribers, and you can find it either at my channel or over at Niko's, but make sure you make the free account so you can see the uncensored versions of the videos I've been doing all week, including last night's mixed martial mindset. Guys, thank you so much for supporting me, and the links are down below if you want to go even further. We'll see you on the flip side over at Rockfin.
Currencies, like bullshit you not, bro, the next day, less than 24 hours later, Warren comes out and attacks it. So that's kind of a good thing. But also just the recent revelations. I don't know if you saw that Fauci I Am Science fucking interview. That shit was crazy.
I'm not sure about that one.
That man, he said, if you're attacking me, what you're really doing is attacking science.
Oh, is that what he said?
I swear to God, bro.
Hey, that's lovely.
I was like, wow. All right, so we're going full megalomaniac now.
Yeah, cool. I mean, it's been there for a while.
Yeah, that's also true. That's also true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, well, we have a oh, I know you want to discuss the Hunter Biden shit.
We get what's new with the Hunter? What's going? Listen, I was
Bro,
literally just
his
on.
text got leaked recently. Him calling his white lawyer, like, but being racist. I mean, obviously he shouldn't be saying it, but he literally said, "What you gonna charge me? You better not be charging me." He said, "You better not be charging me those Hennessy rates."
Oh wow. Well, did he drop? Hold on. Did he drop double GA? Or
no, it was double GA, but he literally used it to say Hennessy rates.
I mean, does it fucking surprise me that the son of an out-and-out racist said some racist shit? No.
It's super weird. Like it's like super fetishy. Like why? Like for you would want to talk like a black person to be racist. Like when they're not even in the room.
I was never, I was one of those kids that, first of all, I resisted a lot of hip hop in high school. It wasn't until I got into the Wu-Tang Clan and kind of like that more metal kind of thing in the late 90s. But, there was that culture where, obviously a lot of like, suburban white kids, especially in New York and upstate New York and in the suburbs and Long Island, wanted to be as black as they possibly could. And that was kind of the explosion of hip hop. And it was a double-edged sword, right? And let people get independent, but then also let a bunch of people get comfortable with fucking language that is, obviously completely inappropriate, and they're the hardest thing in the world. I'm sure you've seen, in your day, many of those people that get their ass handed to them.
And it was kind of like normal almost.
Yeah.
It was like to the point where some people eventually had to step in and like, yo, I just want y'all to know this probably isn't okay for most people. But like, it was so normalized that like even black people were uncomfortable talking about how uncomfortable they were.
Yeah. And again, when you're Hunter Biden, by the way, is not really around those people. He's around more of an elitist crew, but again, with that hip hop culture, and I'm sure, I mean, let's just be honest about it. When you're partying and stuff like that, you're going to be around all that shit. And I'm sure maybe one of his drug dealers he got comfortable with or what. I'm serious. I'm like, he just didn't even think about it. And he fucking threw that in the text with his lawyer. Yeah. I mean, if I had to be
drug shit, right?
Yeah. Exactly. If I had to be Inspector Burmis, like that's probably the route of where he gets comfortable enough. He's like, I need 5 rocks, yo. And he just starts typing away. And now it's just
typing dumb shit.
It's lawyer time. Listen. Like I said, man, we got a fucking zombie in there.
Right, exactly. What? Yo. Oh, actually, no, I forgot we're on Rockfin. I gotta press go live.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so much happier with the way the streaming works on Rockfin now.
Oh, it's within like 10 seconds now.
Yeah, I didn't get to make the meeting yesterday because I ended up having to do some other shit for my other show, but did it go well?
I'm always putting them on the spot. You know how I do it.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it went well. Somebody needs to.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's a couple things, like, I want an edit button. It's hard to find our stuff on the back end. And then if I find it on the front end, because, like, all right.
That's true.
We're
live, baby. We're live. What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for tuning into this live stream. Rockfin Premium, Rockfin exclusive segment of Mikasa Sukasa. And of course, as always, I'm your humble host, Niko House, and I'm back once again with a very special guest, my man and yours, Jason Burmis. What's going on, Jason? How you doing, bro?
Well, woke up to YouTube give me another strike, banned for 2 weeks. This time not for medical misinformation, but spam, deceptive practices, and
Wow, that's
scams.
a good one.
I'm a scammer. And then it says that I have claimed that harmful substances or treatments can have health benefits. That's not what I did. That is a video from last May, right? I'm walking down the street, and I talked about 2 different people that were treating patients, one with in their ass, 2 shots in their ass, and I think I talked but I never said they worked or anything like that. I talked about their videos going viral in there. I never even suggested them. More of it, I did say that I believed the virus to be a bioweapon, but obviously I'm not claiming that harmful substance or treatment could have a health benefit. So really, I don't know what they did on this other than they also took down another video, didn't have a strike, where I was talking all the treatments that were out there and playing clips. And this is, again, me and April, Niko, playing, I think this is a bioweapon, okay? People are treating it with... But I got all that right, and...
Yes, I'm gonna say it kind of seems like you were kind of right, bro. Considering even Fauci said it was likely that it came from the lab where bioweapons are developed. So it's pretty common sense stuff.
I mean, we're now at a point where I got clips of Laura Ingraham talking about lockstep. That's the Rockefeller doctrine from a decade ago. And then in the next segment, talking to 2 scientists saying as soon as they looked at the actual genome, they could tell that it was manufactured in a lab no matter what. And he said, for it to be natural, it would be more than 1 in a billion for this to be natural. We do not find this in nature.
Even Dr. Fauci agreed. He literally told all the world leaders that. In March, he said it in March, that in March 2020, apparently, that's what I feel like makes this whole thing so bizarre, is for him to have said that, like, and briefed a bunch of other people, and then turn around and be like, that actually, when he's, back in front of the public, that's actually insane. Trump is crazy for suggesting that. By the way, bat soup, that's probably where this came from. And I'm like, that's so wild that y'all think that we're the conspiracy theorists and y'all really think y'all got COVID from bat soup.
And I want to be very careful here, because one of the other things that I've said again and again and again is even the narrative that was sort of kind of maybe allowed by guys like Pompeo and Trump and people wearing red MAGA hats is Wuhan lab definitely, leak definitely. When I said,
you can't say definitely, we don't know.
Well, that's what the narrative was on them. Those aren't my narratives. And in fact, I think those are 2 very problematic narratives. I do not believe people like Mike Pompeo. Okay, nor should you. You got to.
You shouldn't, nor should we ever.
Yeah, you got to remember that China originally said it was a U.S. bioweapon possibly released during the Wuhan games. That didn't get a lot of play in the mainstream press, other than to say conspiracy theory. But you have to remember, kind of at the same time that was happening and the hysteria was beginning in Europe, Iran had that just swift death march of people within their government. Like within their government, I believe it was somewhere between 50 and 20 people supposedly got coronavirus and were completely wiped out. So Iran also came out and said U.S. bioweapon. Now, I want people to remember that I was reporting, and now it's been confirmed, as early as February, that there were at least sparse cases in the United States, in the Buffalo region, and Rochester. I was playing these phone calls of people whistleblowing, basically saying this person tested positive for COVID. We now know that there were people infected, okay, as early as October and November in the United States. And that will end up coming out, Niko, and they will use that to try to prop up, again, battle the lab leak theory, never going into this motherfucker might have been seeded. And this is another thing I need people to understand. We have all been conditioned through films like Contagion or Outbreak to believe once, or even 12 Monkeys, once one of these things gets out into the wild, that's fucking it. It's online. Bum, bum, bum. Everybody's going to get it. Bioweapons, when they get out of a controlled environment, more often than not, nature does its fucking thing. And what do I mean? Well, you had to.
You mean nature fights like
Oh my God.
our system would fight?
We're fucking
I mean, I
human
feel like that's
beings, bro.
natural.
We've been around for a while. You know what I'm saying?